We have a story, Chachamim say about Rabbi Akiva. There was a decree out there, and they sent Rabbi Akiva to go speak to the person in charge, which was a non-Jewish king. And this non-Jewish king heard that Rabbi Akiva is coming to visit him, and he knew that Rabbi Akiva is a very important person, so he wanted to honor him. So how do people that their entire life is simply following money, fame, power, all the physicalities of the world, it's no different than animals, what do they honor you with? He figured, we'll put Rabbi Akiva in the best hotel in the world, right next to the palace, and if to make sure that he's not bored, I'll send him 4 of the best prostitutes that we have to give him what you call a good time. Shem Yishmor V'Yatzil. So he sends him these prostitutes, and the prostitutes come back to the king saying to him, Your Highness, please don't ever do this again to us. We were willing to do anything you want, but don't ever send us to such a place. He said, well, what did he do to you? They said, nothing. He didn't do nothing to us. Well, what do you mean? They said, the second that we came in there, this Rabbi Akiva, this guest of yours, this Jew, went to the corner of the room and could not stop vomiting the whole night. He couldn't stop vomiting. He couldn't stop throwing up the whole night, throwing up his lungs out. We were scared to leave. We were scared to stay. We were disgusted the whole time. We've never seen anything like it. So the king is fascinated with what happened. So he invites Rabbi Akiva and he says to him, please explain yourself. Were the harlots that I sent you ugly in your eyes? And Rabbi Akiva says, why would you send me such filth? The most vile thing in the world. Now, were the women ugly? According to anybody else that's in the world, absolutely not. They were beautiful women as far as physicality. But Rabbi Akiva saw the spiritual ramifications that have to do with being with these women and what kind of horrible punishment a person would get by doing such a thing. Second of all, he saw the tum'ah that surrounded these women, how much filth they had on them from all of the sins they've made non-stop, and how vital this is in the eyes of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And when a person connects himself to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, that a person cleaves himself to Hashem, he starts feeling like Hashem, if you will, where he knows that Hashem is disgusted by immorality, by promiscuity, by immodesty and things of that nature. And therefore, he is disgusted by it, so much so that he says, I should not see any type of nakedness among you, because I'll run away from you. I'll run away from nakedness. I'll run away from filth. All of these disgusting behaviors need to be disgusting to us. The question is how? How does one get themselves to be disgusted? Now, of course, we've discussed many times the different ramifications, the punishments that would happen to a person, whether male or female, that is promiscuous, whether Jew or non-Jew, that is promiscuous, that is wasting seed, that is doing things that are forbidden in the Torah, that HaKadosh Baruch Hu finds disgusting. There's no question about it that we've gone into the details of all of it. But today we're going to try to do something else. We're going to try to understand how do you get to a point of being at least somewhat close to the feeling of Rabbi Akiva of being disgusted by the sin, disgusted by this immorality that everyone spends their days and nights following it, worshiping it, chasing it, looking at it. How does one go from being like the rest of mankind that admires wealth, that admires fame and fortune, that is looking to have physical pleasure at any opportunity that they have, that's the vast majority of the world, to a point where you can be like Rabbi Akiva and the rest of the tzaddikim that not only are not looking for those things, but rather they run away from them and they feel disgusted by them.